Good evening, students. Today I have decided to make this video on transformation of sentences because many of my students have told me that they are facing major problems with this topic. I have decided to divide the topic into some subtopics and come up with this discussion today. First, let me tell you the different types that we are going to discuss under this umbrella term. Type 1 is the conversion of interrogative to statement sentences, and subhead of type 1 is statement to interrogative sentence transformation. Type 2 is exclamatory to statement sentence and vice versa. Type 3 is to so that transformation, and type 4 and the last one is assertive to negative and negative to assertive transformation. I'll not be doing simple complex compound in this video. Now, the first type that we need to discuss is interrogative sentences to statement sentence conversion. Now, while dealing with this, first I need to tell you that statement to interrogative, when we are doing this part, we only have one rule. But when we are doing interrogative to statement sentence conversion, there is absolutely no fixed rule. Okay. The first rule that you have to follow, if I try to impose a rule on this, then the first rule you have to follow is grasp the sense of the sentence, grasp the essence of the sentence, and based on that you transform. Now the second rule, if you come, the second rule is a yes. A positive interrogative sentence will be transformed to a negative statement sentence, and a negative interrogative sentence will be transformed to a positive statement sentence. But you cannot categorize this, you cannot generalize this. So the foremost rule that you need to keep in mind while transforming question to statement sentence is that grasp the sense. Now I will tell you why. Number one, if I tell you the question, why brood over the past? So, what is the implication of this question? That it is of no use, it is useless to brood over the past. So, brooding over the past means to think of the past repetitively without any effect, good effect, without any constructive effect. So, it is absolutely useless to think over the past. Think about the past. So, when we change this question, why brood over the past, to a statement sentence, what will we do? We will change it grasping the sense it is useless to brood over the past. Why cry over spilt milk? So how will I change? It is useless to cry over spilt milk. It is a proverb, to cry over spilt milk. It means to think of time wasted, to think of resources which have been wasted. If I say, why take unfair means? So what is the implication? It is of no use to take unfair means. So we are going to change, it is of no use to take unfair means. So whenever you have a question beginning with why, you are going to use mostly it is useless, it is fruitless, it is of no use, and these things. Now coming to the next part, the next category. Who wants to be poor? So what is the implication? Nobody wants to be poor, or everybody wants to be rich. So when we change this sentence to a statement sentence, what will we do? Nobody wants to be poor, or everybody wants to be rich. Now the next one. Who does not want to be happy? So what is the implication? Everyone wants to be happy. Who does not want to succeed? Everyone wants to succeed. So when we change this to statement sentence, who does not want to be happy? Everyone wants to be happy. Who does not want to succeed? Everyone wants to succeed. So this is the second category when we are changing question sentences beginning with who to statement sentences. Last one, what though? What though you fail in the exam? So it does not matter if you fail in the exam. This is the implication, that how does it matter if you fail? It does not matter. So when we are having what though, we are going to replace it by it does not matter. So it does not matter if you fail in the examination. So the three categories we saw, why, who, and what though. Now coming to the next category, which is a subcategory under interrogative to statement, but quite generalized. That is, negative question will become positive statement and positive question will become negative statement. So do I ever refuse you? So what will I say, do I ever refuse you? It is a positive question. There is no negative word in this sentence, in this question. So I never refuse you. I will change to a negative statement. But if I say, don't you know the norms of the institution? So what will be the sentence? The statement, you don't know the norms of the institution. Understood? If I say, isn't he very rude? So the question is negative. So the answer will be, he is very rude, the statement form. Isn't he very rude? He is very rude. He is, if I say, isn't he very polite? So what will you say? He is very polite. So this is how a negative question becomes a positive statement. Okay. If I say, is he rich? So what will be the statement? The question is positive. He is not rich. I will change. Now coming to the modal oriented questions. Can anyone understand the difficult matter? So nobody can understand the difficult matter. Can a man please everyone? So positive question. So a man cannot please everyone. So I hope this was clear to you. First of all, the three question categories is, what were the three categories? Why, who, and what though. And then the broad thing that I discussed, where you are following one single rule, positive to negative and negative to positive. Now coming to the next type, statement to question sentence. Here we have only one rule. And what is that rule? That is, positive statement will become a negative question and negative statement will become a positive question. So unlike the first type of changing a question to statement sentence, where you have to remember the subcategories, in case of changing a statement to question, you don't have to remember so much. Just this negative positive rule will help you. So if I say, he loves mangoes, so how will you change? What is the verb loves? Does plus love. So how can we change doesn't he love mangoes? If I say, he broke the cup, so broke, this is the past tense. So how can I change? Didn't he break the cup? Broke is did plus break. So didn't he break the cup? He lost his watch. So did plus lose. Didn't he lose the watch? She admires Shah Rukh Khan. So admires, does plus admire. Doesn't she admire Shah Rukh Khan? But if on the contrary, I give you a negative statement sentence, like, I can never forget your contribution. So the question will be positive. Can I ever forget your contribution? Nobody can complete this work so quickly. Can anybody complete this work so quickly? So in this way, while changing the questions to statements, we are just going to follow the negative, positive, positive, negative rule. Now coming to the next category, that is exclamatory two statement sentences. Here I usually take the help of the owing pan, the scale, balancing scale that you find in the vegetable market, in the grocery, to explain. If exclamatory sentence is sitting on one scale of the pan, then I imagine statement sentence to be sitting on the other scale of the pan. Here we have an exclamatory mark. Here we replace the exclamatory mark with very and a full stop. You have to insert the very and the full stop. In some cases, you also have to insert two words. It is or it was, or he is or he was, or she is, she was, they are, they were. Let's see how. If I say, what a beautiful sight, exclamatory mark, how will you change? It was a very beautiful sight. What an amazing drama. Okay. So it was an amazing drama. You can also say it is a very amazing drama. So what are we doing? We are replacing the exclamatory mark with a very and a full stop. What a lovely picture. So it is a very lovely picture. What a wonderful movie. It is a very wonderful movie. You can also write it was a very wonderful movie. Depends on you. But if it is given to you, what a wonderful movie it is, then you have to make it is a very wonderful movie, full stop. So the very, this adverb should come. It is a mandatory thing. And the full stop. And it is or it was, you have to understand, if it is given, then you replace, just bring it to the front. And if it is not given, then you have to insert. Now next, how angry the man is. So the man is very angry. How beautiful the child is. The child is very beautiful. So in case of exclamatory sentence, again we have two things to note: what and how. So if it is with how, we change in this way: how green the leaves are. The leaves are very green, full stop. What a green plant. The plant, it is a very green plant. So in this way we are going to deal with this part. Now coming to the next category, that is to so that. If I say he is too proud to beg, so how will you change to a sentence with so dot 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 that? First you replace the TOO2 with so. He is so proud. Then you replace the TO2, too proud to beg. The second TO2, that he cannot. The verb will be can. That is cannot. You cannot write will not. He is so proud that he will not beg. No. He is so proud that he cannot beg. He is too young to understand politics. He is so young that he cannot understand politics. She is too innocent to see through the veil. She is so innocent that she cannot see through the veil. Okay. Now, coming to the next type. That is the last type I will discuss today. Assertive to negative and negative to assertive. Now, the only thing that I tell my students while attempting this is do not change the meaning. In all sectors of transformation of sentence, we never change the meaning. But in this particular type, students tend to change the meaning. Why? Because in many English medium schools, children are taught transformation from assertive to negative by changing meaning in the lower classes. Like if I say, I love mangoes. In class, up to class 5, they say, I do not love mangoes. So they just insert the negative word and the meaning changes. I love tea. I do not love tea. He lost the bag. And then they said that he did not lose the bag. So they change the meaning. So when they grow up, they go to higher classes, they cannot understand that now they have to learn to change. But the meaning should be compact, or rather intact. The meaning should not change. The meaning should be as it is. It should be retained, unchanged. So he is a dull boy. If I say, he is a dull boy. So I cannot say he is not a dull boy. What can I say? He is not a bright boy, because that keeps the meaning intact, unchanged, retained. If I say she loves me, so she does not hate me. They have an animosity towards poor. They do not have love for the poor. They treat the poor with hatred. They do not treat the poor with love. So the meaning is same, but we are inserting the negative word. If I say she did not cooperate, so it is false that she cooperated. So I am omitting the negative word, but I am keeping the meaning intact. So these are the basic forms of transformation discussed in a very basic way in my video. I hope you find it useful. I'll give my phone number in the description box. If you need any help in solving the exercises, if you find difficulty in sentences, please feel free to either comment in the comment box or to drop a message in my WhatsApp. I'll definitely try to address your problem and solve your doubt. So long, stay safe and study hard, and do not panic, because as I told you, why brood over the past. Thank you, students.